Go ahead, Kristie.
All right. All right. Well, welcome everybody to September. I can't believe it's September. And this is our September Team Freedom Zoom training. And this is an opportunity for you to come on live, or you can catch the replay and just for us to get to know each other and build a culture. And a lot of you are from all over the world. We're now in about 8 countries. We have about 3,400 people on our team now, which is so exciting. We're growing all the time thanks to you guys. And so people that are live here today, thank you for joining us. You're going to have an opportunity to ask questions. I am going to go over some announcements, but then I'm also going to do some really generic training. And here's what I've learned about network marketing is we need to learn how to master the mundane. Okay, it's very simple things that we do over and over and over again. And you may hear, which I think it's very important, if you plug into anything, you plug into our Team Connect training. That's every Monday at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And that is located on our team website, which is teamconnecttraining.com. You can see all Teresa's stuff there. But you're going to hear Therese and Kathy say a lot of the same things over and over again. And sometimes you might tune it out, but I want you to stay with it because you need to learn this to where you can go out there and teach this. Okay, so I want you to use your listening ears when you're on Zooms and on calls for not only for you to get the information, but for you to learn it and be able to share it. Okay, so that we can pay this forward and we can create duplication hundreds and thousands of levels deep, because I don't know about you guys, but I have found my forever home here with LifeWave. It took me 15 years to find the right home with the right leadership, the right products, the right team. But I truly believe that all that has happened in my past has led me for a time such as this. And I'm eternally grateful for David and his wisdom and technology. And I know we're going to be around for a very long time. So we're going to have lots and lots of people on our team. So we want to make sure that what we do duplicates. So plug in as much or as little as you can, but at least if you're not a manager yet, at least plug into the team training. You can also get that on our team Facebook page, which is Stem Cell Team Connect. That's Teresa's Facebook page. And you can get the replay there right away. So just make sure you listen to it Monday night, Tuesday. I learned this a long time ago too, is when should you do things? As close to now as possible. So when should you call your friend and tell them about LifeWave? As close as now as possible. That's when you should call them, because somebody else is going to do it for you. So, and it's happening here. I don't know if you guys have seen, there's a few new people here, but when I first started 2 years ago, I would talk to 10 people. Absolutely nobody would know what LifeWave is. But when you talk to 10 people now, there's probably 1 or 2 people that are like, yeah, I'm patching, I'm sharing, I'm building a business. I'm a rock star. Oh, darn, you're not on my team. And so, so it's happening. So if you don't share, somebody else is going to share with them. And I'll tell you this, I wasn't planning on telling you this, but this is a story of, so now our company is really going into this momentum. And when we come out of convention next month, imagine all those people with their hair on fire. It's going to be crazy. More people are going to learn about us very quickly through social media and just in-person touches. But I had a situation years ago in a company, and the sister signed up for the company. She didn't tell her successful lawyer sister because she didn't think her successful lawyer sister would be interested. Come to find out, her successful lawyer got started in that company with somebody else because she didn't know sister was doing it. And then successful lawyer came to this sister and said, hey, I just started this, new journey. You want to come with me? She's like, I've been signed up for months, but I didn't tell you because I didn't think you were interested. So now sisters are on 2 different teams. So that's how close these people are that you really should be sharing. And you're going to hear me say this question multiple times. Have you heard of X39 yet? That's the main question. Have you heard of X39 yet? Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So first of all, if you're new, welcome. I'm so excited that you're with us on this journey and in this community. You're going to have a lot of fun. Our mission and purpose is to help heal 100,000 people in the next year or two. And I believe our team is definitely going to do that. We're making lots of connections and sharing and healing people and dogs, you guys. I love the fact that we can heal dogs and cats and pets. You know, that's so fun. I think I've helped a couple dogs not get put down, which is really fun for the family and for myself. So we're on a mission to heal all living creatures. Okay. And so thanks again. If you're new, welcome. And so we talked a little bit about before the recording, some three people that I really think and believe that you and I should follow to learn more about this profession and this industry. Because a lot of people that come to LifeWave, they have no idea really about network marketing and how powerful and beautiful this industry is, because it is a beautiful industry when you find the right leadership, the right products, the right timing, and everything that goes along with that. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I believe we have that here. So if we can learn how to really really treat this as a profession, as a true business instead of a hobby, if you will. And so Eric Worre is one of the leading trainers for, he's GoPro. If you haven't read the book, read the book. But he's one of the leading trainers for network marketing. Follow him. He has a lot of stuff on Instagram and on YouTube for free, but then you can also pay for some additional things as well if you want to. He's incredible. Fraser Brooks is the leading social media guru trainer, and he's also been mentored by Eric Worre for many, many years. And so Fraser Brooks, he has a couple books, but also you can catch him on Instagram. You can catch him on YouTube for free. Lots of great content if you want to build on social media. I personally have built almost all of my business on social media. I've enrolled over 180 people in 2 years, and many of them I don't even know. And it's because of social media in our system. So Fraser Brooks. And then many of you know Jessie Lee, and I just want to take a minute to pause and to just really honor and appreciate her for her life. She did die of cancer, colon cancer on Saturday. She was very, very tight with Eric Worre and Fraser Brooks, mentored and was Fraser Brooks' accountability partner, powerhouse woman that literally came from nothing. And she said on one of her podcasts I listened to recently that from K through 12, she had no friends. And she started having friends when she got into network marketing. And she built a community, and it just got larger and larger, and her voice got louder and louder. And she is probably the most influential woman in network marketing. And I believe that we all have a lot to learn from her, and her legacy will live on for generations to come. And she can also be found on YouTube now. She won't be having any new content on Instagram, but on YouTube, you can really, and I think Eric and Fraser Brooks are going to compile a bunch of her stuff and get it out there for the world to learn from. But she took her business. She's been in network marketing for 10 years. And when she passed, she was making $500,000 a month. Okay. Now, dollars is great, right? But it's the impact that you have on humanity. And when I look at Jessie Lee, she is somebody that has truly left a legacy. So all those people at her school, K through 12, that didn't want to have lunch with her, people before she passed would pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to probably have lunch with her and have time to pick her brain. Okay, so this is the kind of woman that she developed into because she followed Eric Worre. She learned from the best, and she's somebody that we can learn from too. She's bold. She's out there. She would She would speak what's on her mind. She wouldn't be scared to talk to anybody about this profession. And she truly taught it or treated this like a business and a career. And she also led from the heart. She was very heart-centered, and she was all about being there for everybody. Whether you were on her team or not, she was there. And she was helping people and coaching people to the best of their potential. Because one thing about network marketing is it's like an incubator for personal development and personal growth, because you can't grow in this industry without growing yourself personally. Okay. And so really personal development is the main way people are going to be successful in this industry. And that's why Therese quit her mentorship business, because she saw that she could help impact more people's lives here. So Therese Santos, those of you that don't know, she's our senior presidential director, and she had $1 million mentorship business. She put that aside to do LifeWave full time because she could help men and women achieve prosperity and financial freedom and inner peace. And that's what she teaches us. So if you're not yet a manager, I'm going to encourage you, get to manager, because the most important call that you can get on, I believe, is her call on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock. And she will pour into us. Right now, she's doing a series on money mindset. And it is so powerful. How we view money, how we treat money, how we respect money. Do we love on money? Do we call money in? And not the love of money, that's different, but it's the energy around money. And do you think you're worthy of creating wealth? And wealth is something that it's not just about the money and look at all the stuff that I have. It's the impact of the people you can help when you have money, right? I mean, my big bodacious goal is I've always wanted to live on 20% of my money and give to my family and the community the other 80%. And that's a big bodacious goal. And I'm going to get there someday. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to be living a horrible life at my 20%, but I'm going to have so much to give that it's going to be so much fun. Like, I just can't wait, you know, and I give as much as I can now, but just wait, it's going to be so fun. So those are 3 people I highly recommend that you follow. I think you'll get a lot of value from them. And let me know how that goes for you too, because I'd like your feedback on that. A couple promotions we have going on. From the 15th to the 29th, we have a $200 promotion, cash promotion, for any new people that join us during those dates at silver or above. They'll get put in a drawing for $200 cash. And it's $200 cash from me because it was our 2-year anniversary. So this is a 2-week promotion for our 2-year anniversary, and I'm going to give away $200 cash. So imagine what that's going to be like every year when I'm making more and more money. It's going to be really exciting. So that's going on, and they do have to self-report. So I want your new people to text me and with their full name. I'm going to ask that they text me their phone number, even though their phone number is in there, but then I can just do a copy and paste in my notes. So their full name, their phone number, and their ID number. Okay, have them text me. And you might notice I'm in Facebook jail. And so I can't post on our team page or our testimonial page. So I have Martha and Debbie helping me with that. Hopefully I'll be out tomorrow. I'm not sure why I'm in there. There's something about maybe a virus. I don't know. But so that's happening. But you can see all this information in our Facebook group. Our team Facebook group from me down is Team Freedom Community. That's where you're going to see everything from me. Okay. That's how I'm going to communicate with you, which, by the way, I'm going to get rid of our team website, and I'm only going to be posting the flyers in our team Facebook group. I thought it would be, I talked to Debbie, and I thought it would be one less thing for us to have to share. You like that? Okay. And then there's also Debbie's going to be housing them in the feature section. So you can go to the features section, or you can search it on the top for like September events, and then all the events will be there. Okay, so all of our event flyers will be posted. Well, every month I'll post all of them, and then every Sunday I'll post the weekly ones, and that will be in our Team Freedom community. Okay, so and then the drawing, so I need them to report by the 3rd, and the drawing will be on the 4th. Okay, so I'll do a drawing on the 4th in that group. I'll do a drawing in that group. Hopefully, hopefully I'm back. Yes, question. Oh, unmute.
So you said silver or above?
Silver or above. No upgrades this time. It's just brand new people, silver or above. This is an opportunity for you to reach out to people that are sitting on the fence and say, hey, you know, we just celebrated our 2-year anniversary. Just wanted to let you know that that my friend is doing a $200 drawing that you could get entered into. Okay. Good question. Any other questions for right now that I could support you with? No? Okay. So the next one is our Elite Leadership Retreat. I'm not going to go too much into it, but it is happening. It's been happening for months now. It ends on December 31st. You do have to be a senior director to come on that retreat with us in April. And so just run for it. You never know what's going to happen after convention. Okay. And let me tell you, your directors have not even signed up yet. You could have somebody sign up tomorrow, and they could go all the way to senior director themselves by the 31st of December. So you never know. Don't count yourself out, because I've seen some incredible things happen, and we still have October, November, December. We still have after convention and what's going to happen after that. So great things happening. So that's our leadership retreat. All the information is in our team Facebook group. Now, I want to, this is going to be really hold on a second. I'm looking at my notes. I didn't want to rewrite all this. So this is a clue. I keep all this in my notes section in my phone. So that way I can copy and paste it. Okay. So I want you to do the same thing so that when you get new people, you can copy and paste this system. Okay. So some of this is going to be new to you. Some of it is going to be repeat for some of you. But how we're going to share with people. So I just learned from Ron. He is a chimney sweeper. If you haven't seen his video, please reach out to me and ask me to text it to you. He's amazing. He's an average person that still cleans chimneys. In LifeWave, he has 135,000 people on his team in a very short period of time. And some things that I learned from him are what I'm going to teach you today. So whether you are reaching out to a relative, we call that your hot market, your warm market, people that know you know them on Facebook maybe, or you know them in person, but you're not like best friends, or they're not your best family. That's warm market. Or you can even use this in your cold market, people that you're just meeting along the way. And the main question again is going to be like when you're connecting with somebody, or you're talking with your sister, or, and she's complaining about her knee pain or her hip pain. You can just ask people, have you heard of X39 yet? And it works so well because it can open up so many doors. It's kind of funny the answers people give, but they're so way far off most of the time. But ask that question, and then just you can say to them, and I even do this for people on Facebook. I just saw a woman, don't know her personally, but she's on my Facebook page. She has a Z-like scar on her what do you call this? Let's just say throat, but it's her, like her abdomen, her throat, her like her thyroid right here, thyroid. Yes. And she just she had a trach, and my son had a trach. And so I messaged her and I said, I'm definitely praying for you for healing. I just wanted to ask you because I had something that's really helped my son when he had a trach, and I have to pay it forward. I call it patching it forward. I have to patch this forward. So, or I told her, pay it forward to her. And I said, have you heard of X39 yet? And she's like, no, I haven't. What is it? And I said, well, I believe it's something that can really help you heal much, much quicker. It's a stem cell technology in a patch, and it helped my son. And she said, oh gosh, I need some information. What is that? So I sent her, we're going to send. So we're piquing interest. Okay. And then we're going to send activationpatch.com. I always send that as the first exposure. And I'm going to guide them to watch the 3-minute video. I'm going to let them know I'm going to send you a link. Please watch this 3-minute video. And then the key phrase after that I'm going to say to them is, if you like what you see, I can help you get it at wholesale pricing with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay, I'm going to say this over and over again to people. Okay, here's a 3-minute video. If you like what you see, I can help you get wholesale pricing. So hopefully they're going to come back to you, and with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And that's it. I don't say anything else. So many of you know my daughter is starting to do the business, and she is, like most people, she's really complicating it in her brain. And I'm telling her, honey, you got to keep it super simple. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to say everything. You can maybe share that it helped your brother and it's helping you with certain things. But would it be okay if I sent you a link with a 3-minute video? If you like what you see, I can help you get it at wholesale pricing with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And so I got to teach her that, because I think she's overcomplicating it, right? Which we all do in our brain, or we get so excited. I do this. I've done it a lot. I'm trying really hard not to, but I get so excited. I just start talking about the different, oh my gosh, I've helped so many people and I think it'll help you and blah, 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 right? Stem cells, and you go on and on. And sometimes I do mention stem cells. Sometimes I don't, because sometimes people, I like for them to see it themselves, because sometimes people have their own ideas about stem cells. There's somebody else's. It's an injection. It's so expensive. I'm sure this is expensive. So I just say, have you heard of X39 yet? Okay. And that just brings a whole world of conversation. It just opens up a lot of doors. I was at the airport and a lady sat down. She was in so much pain. I said, I couldn't help but overhear that you were in a lot of pain. Are you okay? She said, no, I'm not. And I said, well, have you heard of X39 yet? And she said, no, what is it? I said, well, I think it's something that could really help you. It's helped my son. He was in a motorcycle accident, and I think it could really help you. And she had explained her shoulder surgery and all this stuff that was going on. I said, I think it could really help you with a lot of your pain that you're having. Would it be okay if I shared a link with you? And you could get her text number, or if you feel like you could connect on social media, connect her on Facebook or him. And then that way you can add them to the testimonial group. That's another thing that I think we underutilize is our testimonial group. And it is growing. However, thank you so much for everybody that's adding people. I think we grow like 100 a month, which is really cool. Many of you are sharing, which is awesome. But I think we could get a whole lot more of our team to share on Facebook or to add people to this testimonial group. So anybody that you are sharing the activationpatch.com, say, hey, we have this great testimonial group. I can add you to it, and you can see some other stories. And there's many that are very similar to your situation. So you can kind of hear it from somebody else and how it's helped them heal. And it's powerful. I'm going to encourage you guys to add more stories, add your stories to it, to personalize this. This is your testimonial group. It's not just mine. And just know that it's a safe place for you to add people. Nobody's going to take them away from you. I always can see who added them if they start asking questions and I don't know that I added them. I'll look to see who added them and I'll reach out to you to continue the conversation. And just a little, this is how it works. The system works. You have to be friends on Facebook to add people to the group. Okay. Once you're friends on Facebook, then you add them to the group. I need to accept them, and then they need to accept the request. So there's a few steps that need to happen. But when that whole dance all aligns, it's very beautiful when they get in there and then they can start seeing the testimonies. If for some reason they don't see the notifications, you can send them the Facebook link, and then they can click on it. Since they're already invited, they'll get accepted in right away. Okay. Any questions that I could support you with what we've talked about so far? Okay. Now, another thing is I will post, or I will add new people to the testimonial group every day. I add about 5 people a day. They're people I don't even ask. I just invite them. And I will tell you, it happens all the time where somebody will personally message me. Is this happened to you, Renata? Awesome. You're so coachable. I love it. That's a key to success, being coachable, and showing up consistently over a long period of time, not just a short period, and expecting great things to happen. But I'll add somebody to the group, and then somebody will message me. I'm like, oh, because a lot of people I don't know on Facebook, and I'll be like, gosh, how does she know about this? So I'll go to the group and I'll look when I added them. Sometimes it's like a week ago, maybe a day or two ago, maybe a month ago, maybe a year ago, but they're watching, right? So I add those 5 people a day, just people random. It's just a random thing that I do. And I think it's powerful. I think that's how I've gotten a lot of people. I've built only on social media. And now, because of attraction marketing, it's usually people reaching out to me saying that they want these patches, which is a great place to be, right? But it takes time to get that way, to get there. And you follow up. You always want to follow up with people. So I have people that will always say, well, I sent them the link. They're in the testimonial group and I haven't heard from them. Well, you're not going to most of the time. So it's important that you follow up with them. See if they have any questions you can support them with. And then I will have somebody, when we post the replay of this, I'll post this in the group, but Therese has a great video on how to follow up with people. Okay, so I'm not going to go into that training, but there's a great video. It's in our website, our team website, and it's all about following up. So I will share that in this, when we post this, when the recording's posted, I'll share it in that thread. Okay. So that is how we share. Now, another thing, if you're to share a sample with somebody, so like the lady at the airport, I shared a sample. I only share 1 patch always. Rare instances, I'll share more, but I share 1 patch and I let them know, you're probably not going to feel anything. This is just for you to see how simple this technology is. It's a peel and stick. That's all you do. Peel it, stink it, stick it, drink water. That's all we do. Okay. So, but I want you to know that 70% will feel something in 30 days. This is clinically proven. This is powerful. This is coming from Ron, the chimney sweeper. And he got it from David Schmidt. 70% clinically proven will feel something in 30 days. Okay. So that's why you're like, gosh, why are some people feeling it so quickly and some it's like months? Okay. 70%. The other 30%, they need to give it a month for every decade that they are. So if, I'll give my example. I'm 50. I need to give this at least 5 months or more because it's going to improve over time. So give yourself and this technology the respect that you both deserve to do the job that it's designed to do. Okay. And, if you're one of the 30% or so, and you can even say to them, if they're like, yeah, I've been using it for 30 days and nothing. Oh, well, you're one of the 30%ers. We know that now. Okay. So let's stick with it. Let's use it consistently. Let's drink lots of water, because I'm finding people aren't drinking a lot of water. People aren't using it consistently. It's like going to the gym and not going to the gym and expecting the same results. You have to keep working out to get your muscles to work. So we got to be consistent. We got to give it time, and we got to drink lots of water. That's 3 reasons why these patches aren't working for people in the time frame that they're looking for. So I love that, because now I feel so confident that, you know what, you're a 30%er and it's okay. It's just going to take some time. It's working on something else. We know the patches are activating your stem cells in 24 hours. And we all need stem cells. We all do. We just don't know it yet. So that's how you share. So I only share one sample. You can get the lead generation cards from our team website, 50% off the first order. It's through Vistaprints, and I just put one patch in there, and I let them know we have a 30-day money back guarantee. I can help you get it for 30 days, and you might be one of those 70%ers. But I'm telling you so much, I'll have people call in a very short period of time, which sometimes I'm so blown away that are feeling results right away. And then you can also let them know we do have additional supporting patches. If you want to kind of speed that up, let's talk about that in a month or so. Let's get through your first 30 days. Let's see what the patches are going to do for you. If we need to add other supporting patches, we can do that. Okay. Any questions? Is there any questions in the chat?
Yeah, Carrie was just curious what happens to a business after someone passes away. And I'm not sure, she and I were talking about this before. I'm not sure what LifeWave policies are. I know with other companies, it goes to the heirs, but do you have any idea what LifeWave is, the policy?
That's kind of a across the board network marketing.
Okay.
So yes, it will be willed to her children. Yes. And at some point, when you get to be making 50,000 a year, 100,000 a year, you want to set up, and Renata, you could probably say that you want to make sure you have an LLC. You want to make sure that you are, I think it's a trust, a C Corp, so you can get more tax benefits, right? Is it called a S Corp? C Corp. I'm just making stuff up here. An S Corp, so that you can have more tax write-offs. I just started doing that myself, and then making sure that it is in your trust. So, Carrie, great question, because look at the legacy that Jessie Lee left for her children. I mean, wow, that's powerful. That is so powerful, and we have that opportunity to do it here. However big or small you want to do it with LifeWave, we can truly do that. And my goal always, probably the first 6 years I was playing around with jewelry. I wasn't really looking at building a legacy. I didn't even know what that meant. But then I got into, that was more direct sales. Then I got into network marketing, which I believe is a little different. And that's when I truly was like, I want to build a legacy so I can will this to my children. That's what I want to do. And it took me a while to find the right home. But now that I'm here, my gosh, 10, 20, 30 years from now, imagine the legacy that we can leave to our children. It's very, very powerful and exciting. Oh, yes. Oh, Renata, you put teamconnecttraining.com. That is Teresa's. It's amazing. It is amazing. It has a wealth of information. That's a website that if you're bored, sitting in the doctor's office, just put in your headset and go search in there and watch some videos. You can literally spend hours and hours in there on Patch School. There's so much content in there. David has a lot of videos in there. When you're cooking or getting ready for work or your day, pop in a video, go to Jessie Lee's YouTube, pop something in. We called it Drive Time University. You remember that, Diane? Drive Time University? Yes, Drive Time University. I heard that if you turned off the radio, Renata, you would speed this up because you've driven so much every summer, but you turn off the radio, you'd have a PhD. Turn off the radio, listen to a book or some content that's going to build your, improve your brain and build you up to a better version of yourself. You would have a 4-year degree in personal development. So that's pretty powerful. So if we just kind of cut back a little bit on TV, when you're driving, turn that radio off, turn on a YouTube video from Eric, listen to David, listen to Jessie Lee, listen to Fraser Brooks, go to the team website, listen to something in there by Therese, and you'll You'll be so much further ahead a year from now, you won't even recognize yourself, which is cool. I've watched so many people transform in this industry from personal development, and is so rewarding. And I have transformed myself as well. So, okay. Any questions about that I can support you with how to share with people? Let's just keep it really simple. Maybe share a little bit about your story, how this could help them, but have you heard of X39 yet? And yet is the key thing, because they're like, yet? What do you mean yet? Like, what is it? What am I missing out on? Okay. So now, I don't know if you guys know, but on our mobile app, we can now, it's a quick link that you can share with somebody. If you don't want to take their information, I know a lot of you, I've taught you to get their information, so you put the order in yourself. I'm going to personally still do that because I want to make sure they're in the right leg first. I also want to make sure it gets done. And I think it's good customer service. Does it take me a few minutes? Yes, but I think it's worth it. And then I know what their username and password is and all that. But there is a quick link. If you're a person that wants to send a quick link, there's a quick link now. Do not send your website, because this quick link will go right to where they need to go to sign up. It'll be much, much easier for them as a customer and a distributor. That's on your mobile app. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see it in there. So play around with it. You might like that better than getting their information. It's your business. You do what you feel is best for you. I will probably continue to use let me get your information. And many of you know, I just have, it's in my notes. I copy and paste the information I need for people, because they'll say, how do I get started? And I'll say, hey, I would love to put in your order. I just need the following information. I send them what I need. Okay, so it's a copy paste. And then I let them know you can either text me or call me with this information. 9 times out of 10, I don't even know some of these people, and they text me their information, all of it. And I delete it, but yeah, so they'll either text you or call you, okay? Or they send it through Messenger. So those are options for you. Now, I do know on the quick link, there's limited access for you can only do X39, which I always encourage people to do X39 anyways, to start with. And you can only do silver, gold, and diamond. Okay, for the enrollment kits. And then the preferred customer is all the same. But that's going to keep it simple, so they don't have to customize their kit and get really confused. That's where the confusion was for a lot of people, is customizing their kits. What's 1 sleeve, 2 sleeves? Like they're confused. So this is going to help alleviate a lot of that confusion. And another thing I'm going to start doing, because of Jessie Lee and Therese talked about this, I'm going to qualify people and say, hey, are you a kind of person that likes to use products and share with people, or do you just want to be a customer? And then if they say, you know what, if I like this, I know a lot of people that could use this, then I'm going to give them the option. Would you like to sign up for 3 months supply for $300, or a 1 month supply for $125? I give them those 2 options. I tell them most people join with the 390-day supply and 90-day treatment, so that they can get full benefit from it and get that experience. But if that's not in your budget, we can do 125. Okay. If they say customer side, then I'm going to say we have 2 ways to get started. We really have 3. I don't do retail, but you're going to give them the option to do $100 preferred customer, or $120 for preferred plus. Okay. And then in that thread, I can post what's the difference between those 2 as well. So there's more perks with preferred plus, but it's a $20 fee. That's annual. So they can choose. Okay. Any questions on that I can support you with? Yeah.
I don't even tell people about the regular one. I just say preferred plus.
You do?
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I just say we have 3 ways to the company: retail, preferred plus, or preferred customer plus, or brand partner. And I say, you don't want to really do retail, so let's talk about these other 2. And the same thing, like what you just said, I say, do you feel like you're the type of person who wants to share? Because I don't know if everybody knows, but you can go from a preferred customer to a brand partner, but you can't go from a brand partner to preferred customer.
Yes.
So letting them know that so they have options, exactly what you said.
Okay, so I'll be honest, I don't get very many customers because in the past I've been very much like, hey, this is the way to get started, and it's usually silver. But I'm going to change that verbiage going forward and giving them more options. And I think I will do what you said. I think I'm going to just go with the preferred plus. That way they have that kind of experience and get to test out some other patches and things like that.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea. Thanks for sharing that. Martha.
Yeah, if they do preferred customer, don't they have to sign up for auto ship?
They do. That's something too that I clarify with people. Like if they're not an auto ship person, then I will say, well, we have this membership option, which is a distributor.
But I also, honestly, I also tell them, because my aunt just signed up. I signed up 4 preferred customers in the last week. I just tell them, it's like, you can change your order. You can change your order anytime before it's shipped out. You can add stuff. You can, do all sorts of different things. And then I say, then if you find that, you're really liking it and you want to share it, we can move you to become a brand partner. But letting them know that, because a lot of people, Kristie's right, people sort of shy away from auto ship because they're scared they're going to like never be able to turn it off. It's like, no, you just sign in your username and your password and you can bump it out a month. You can set your date when you want it delivered. It's very, very user friendly. So I just say, you know what? Pick what you want to do and what you feel comfortable. $20 to get wholesale pricing for a year with preferred customer, $25, or maybe it's waived with a brand partner for a lifetime. And so I just sort of give them all the different options, and it helps them clarify in their mind what they want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll be honest, just today, my mom, she tried with another company to cancel her auto ship and it was not happening. And they just sent her more product. And I've had issues with this particular company before in the past, and I warned her about it. She just called the credit card company and said, cancel my credit card and send me a new one. That's how she got out of the auto ship. So I can understand why some people are like, I don't want auto ship. But if you explain to them, like Renata said, like, hey, I'll be there for you. You are also going to get your own username and password. You can go in, you can customize it, you can change it, you can do whatever you want. You can click a button and you're deleted. It's not a problem. So yeah, usually people are okay with that. Wouldn't you say, Renata? When you give them that clarity that they're not trapped.
And just for your mom to know, just because I've been in the financial industry for a long time, you can call your credit card company and they can reverse the charges and then block that person from ever charging you again. So she doesn't have to like get a new credit card. She could, that's it. Well, most credit cards will do that. They'll block from future charges and reverse the charges if you're contesting it.
Okay. Well, it's too late now, but yeah, that's good to know. Okay, let's see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Renata, when they sign up as preferred customers, then do you keep track of when they're about to have another shipment and contact them? Or do you just let them do the whole thing?
Yeah, give them a username in there. I mean, to make sure they have a username. I don't know about everybody else, but when I sign people up, I sign their password a very specific way. It's a very pattern that I use for every single person. And so I always know what everybody's password, because I'll say, hey, did you change your password? And they'll say, no. It's like, oh, I know what your password is. It's based on their initials, their phone number, and a special character. And so it's super easy, but I just sort of let it go. But honestly, I check any of my customers. I always follow up with them, make sure they got their product, that they got their shipment. Do they have any questions? I follow up with them like 2 weeks later after their order is to say, hey, how's the patching going? Do you have any more questions and stuff like that? So that sort of alleviates that gives them the feeling like, hey, I can reach out to Renata if I have questions. So I just try to follow up a little bit more, especially if they're older,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Hey, I'm just curious, who is iPhone?
Incognito.
Yeah, who's iPhone? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, it's Carrie. No, iPhone moved.
Yeah,
it could be me, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. How are you?
Good. I'm well. How are you?
You're awesome. I'm so glad you're here. So Stacy started because of her knee, and used it kind of off and on, right, Stacy?
Hold on. Let me take out, I have an Invisalign now and I can't talk. Hold on. Let me take it out. Because
Oh,
otherwise I
okay.
feel like, hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
Now I
so
can
cute.
talk.
Okay.
So anyway, I started because of my knee, right? And I was I would run out of them and then I would order them again. So I wasn't real consistent in the beginning, but I was told I needed a knee replacement. So I thought, you know what? I do think I feel better when I wear them. So I am going to wear them consistently and see what happens. And one day I realized instead of taking steps one at a time to go up or to go down, I was just walking up and down the steps. And then it got to the point where I didn't have to hold on to the railing anymore. Then it got to the point where I could hold a laundry basket full of clothes, heavy clothes, and walk up and down the steps. I'm like, okay, this is really working. And then I sprained my ankle and it was really
Yes.
bad. I actually have a picture of it on my Facebook page. I wasn't sure if it was broken and I couldn't walk on it. It was so swollen. I went to work on Monday and I showed everybody my ankle. I could barely walk out to get my patients. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try to put the patch on my ankle. So I went to bed, I put it on my ankle. I woke up the next day and I have the before and after on my Facebook page. It's crazy. The
It
swelling
is.
went down, the bruising went down. I could walk on it I barely felt any pain. And then just recently, my foot was really bothering me where I couldn't put all my weight on my foot. So I stuck it on my foot. And by the next day, I could walk again. And then my daughter, I went to her house. She's 30, turning 32. And she said, Mom, I noticed she was limping. I said, what's wrong? She goes, Mom, the outside of my foot is killing me. I said, well, did you try a patch yet? And she said, no. So I messaged her in the morning. I said, did you try the patch yet? She goes, no, but I will right now. And she put it on. And by the end of the day, she messaged me and said, she's one of the 70%, I guess, because she messaged me and said, Mom, I am mind blown. She said, my foot barely hurts. I can walk on it again. This is a miracle. That's what she said to me. So that,
Wow. I
yeah, so
love it.
so
That's
that made me
awesome.
really happy. And then my next door neighbor, I brought over pizza Saturday night because she's had 3 surgeries in the last 15 months. She's 74 and she had
Oh,
bladder surgery and then she had a hip replacement and then she fell and tore something and they had to go in and repair it again. And I'd see her, walking with a walker when she lets her dog out and just hunched over and just not, I would say to Tom, like, how's she doing? Not well. And so she bought the patches like months ago and she's never worn them. I said,
oh,
Barb,
geez.
why aren't you wearing the patches? She said, well, you're not supposed to put it on an open sore. I'm like, well, no, you can put it below your belly button on the back of your neck. You can put it next to your hip or. So I went over there Saturday night for pizza and she jumped up out of the couch to come to the front door. I'm like, oh, don't get up, we'll come in. I'm like, wow, she's not even using a walker or a cane or anything. I said, how are you doing? And she's like, good. I said, did you start wearing the patches? She's like, yeah, I want to order more and I'm going to order some for my friend. She said, within the first day, I had so much pain reduction. She said, it even helped my shoulder.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
that
Awesome.
just makes me so happy.
Oh
Stacey,
yeah.
do you want to come on Saturday and give your testimony for our Zoom meeting?
When is that?
It's
When you guys?
Saturday at 10 o'clock.
Saturday at 10 o'clock. I
So
only have a
it's
phone. I don't have a computer. Can I do it from my
The
iPhone?
same link that you just used to come into this meeting will be the same link on Saturday. Mhm.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And the reason why I don't have my camera on is because I am sitting here in the dark. So
you're
that's
always
a mess.
beautiful. It's actually going to be 12 o'clock your time. So it's 10
Oh,
o'clock Pacific. So it's
oh,
12 Central time.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that.
Cool. Cool. You guys
Absolutely.
got to see her picture. It's in the testimony group. But so here's what Stacy did. So, and this is what I want to encourage you to have you post simple things on Facebook and then also your people posting things on Facebook. Like, if this is happening to you, imagine how many people you can help. That's what I tell people. Like, I just helped my friend's dog. Hey, post that on Facebook because you might help somebody else's dog. Even if they don't have the business, let's just get the word out there and heal people. So Stacy, she's been in network marketing and she posted her before and after. I'm not kidding, her ankle. Wouldn't you say it was like about that big?
Oh, I thought for sure it was broken. I really did.
It was
It was,
big.
it
It
was
was big.
huge.
And then one day later, and she posted it on Facebook, she's like, well, I guess I'm going to be sharing these patches now because she had so
Yeah.
much interest.
Because I've been using them for, months, and I never told anybody because I was like, okay, my knee felt better, but I could actually see my ankle. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
can't see the knee. You can't see inside your knee. I knew it felt
Absolutely.
better, but boy, I'll tell you, when I saw my ankle, I was like, okay, I have to share. I have to share this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that quick. And we have a couple new people, so it's always good for new people to hear the power of these patches. And so thank you, Stacy, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and patching it forward. You're so cool. How's your ankle doing? Oh, you have to unmute, hon.
Sorry,
Okay.
my phone, so I always get, I'm like, oh, where do I go again? So, well, let's see. I don't know if I can turn this around or not. So, oh, there it is. So it's looking a lot better.
Oh yeah, it is.
So it's just a little puffy right now because I've been walking, unloading from our Colorado trip. But I'm gonna be posting for sure because I mean Eloy and Renato will tell you, like, my foot or my ankle was so gnarly for a couple of days. So this is 4, not even fully on day 4, and the swelling has gone down quite a bit. I've been patching with X39, X49, and Eon, and some glutathione in there too. So I was kind of like you with your son. I'm like, just put it all on there.
Put it all, just throw them all on there.
What do I use? And so, but we did ice wave like immediately afterwards, and I didn't feel any pain. So therefore, I thought, oh, I can keep hiking. That was not a good move. So
Okay, you guys, seriously, she fell down. We were walking ahead of her. We had to have someone call us to come back to her. She's writhing on the table. I whip out all the patches. I'm like smacking all these patches on her. And then she's, oh, it's feeling better. Let's go hike for another 1.5 miles. No.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And I was like, oh, I don't think this is a good idea. Maybe we should go back and just go do driving stuff. So we did. And but maybe my dad was right. Walking it off was probably a good idea. Just walk it off. You'll be
Yeah, that used to be the old remedy, right? Just walk it off.
you're fine. Yeah. So
Martha.
that just makes me think of, if you have an injury like that, they always say rice. No, rest, ice, compression, and elevate. Right. That's what you should do. You'll have to start saying price, patch, rest, ice, compression, and elevate.
I love it. Nice. Yes, that's what we're going to do. That's good. I like it. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so random, but I saw 222-333-444 and 555 today on my phone. You know, the time. Very, very interesting. Sorry, that was a squirrel moment. I always say an affirmation when I see 3 numbers like that. I say a specific affirmation for my children and for my prosperity. So, but I just looked at my phone. I'm like, it's 555. It's crazy. Okay. So anyway, let's go through real quick what you do when you have a new brand partner. Super important that we're plugging people into the system when they say, hey, I want to share. And you can even tell people when they're patching with us, if they tell you, like just in the beginning, hey, if you decide you want to share with somebody, reach out to me so I can help you, share properly, or however that verbiage is, so that we can give them the tools so that they're not out there just, talking up a storm to everybody, and they just know to share that link. Okay. So they're going to do exactly what we did to them, but we want to make sure, hey, if you decide to share with somebody, make sure that you send them the activationpatch.com link, so that way they are sharing properly. Okay, so new brand partner. The first thing is they should probably already be in the testimonial page, right? So, but that's for prospects, that's for new people, distributors, customers, everybody can go in that group, okay? Mom, dad, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, anybody can go in that group, okay? And so they should already be in there. Step 2 is you want to add them to our team page, which is Team Freedom Community. Again, that's from me down. You want to make sure that you add them to that, because that's where I'm going to be communicating anything that's going on with our team, promotions, events, things like that. Okay, add them to that group. The third thing, this is one of the most important things that you need to do, is give them teamconnecttraining.com. That is Teresa's website. Carrie, Renata put in the chat, it's full of tons of information. Teamconnecttraining.com. And then you're going to guide them to go to start here. Okay. Now, if you haven't done this yourself, do it. And you could do it often, so that way it keeps fresh. You know, we have learn knowledge, activity knowledge, learn knowledge, activity knowledge. When you come back to something, you're a different person because you did the activity. So when you come back to listen to it, you're going to be a different person because you have different experiences. Okay. Some people get stuck in learn knowledge, and they don't do any activity, and they're not doing anybody any good. Right. So we want to continue to go back to that, so that we're, you know, getting that repetition, and we are knowing what our new brand partners are hearing. So they need to do start here. Super important. That's where they start. And there's a training for them. There's a new training, getting started training. And then there's also a series of little videos that they can do. Okay. And then they need to join the Team Connect Facebook page. That's in there. When they click start here, they join Teresa's Facebook group. Very important they get plugged into that. And then very important that they get into the team email that Teresa does, so that she can keep us up with communication and things that she's doing. So subscribe to the team email, get on the team Facebook group for Teresa. Okay. Learn how to use it. Just a second. Learn how to use and share LifeWave patches with our, oh yeah. So the getting started training, you want to do that. And also you can ask them, well, when they get Teresa's email, in one of the emails, it's going to share how to download the mobile app. But we do want to let them know they do have a free mobile app that they can use, and let them know just to download that. It's called In Touch LifeWave. Okay, so that's 4 steps that we need to do when we get new people. Okay, again, I'll post this in the thread when we post this training. Any questions? I know that was super fast, but I want to get you out of here on time. Any questions I can support you with that? Oh, who asked that? Carrie. Very good question. Yes. Because of lovely Renata.
I'll load it to YouTube and put it into Team Freedom.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Kristie, you said you're going to put all these things under this meeting. If you're blocked, you won't be able to. Someone else to.
I am hoping I'm going to be unblocked tomorrow. I don't understand this, but I'll have somebody else do it. I'll ask you to do it, maybe, or somebody. I'll just text you the stuff and have somebody else do it. Mm-hmm. What are her email? What do they look like? So
whose email?
Teresa. It's going to come from Teresa Santos. So Stacy, if you're not on her email, I'm going to send you a quick link for her email, but just know that if you go to the Start Here training, that you can subscribe to her email there.
She thought she signed up.
Are you getting emails from Teresa? Check your spam too.
Okay, I'll just look. I thought I signed up, but I don't see any. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Check your spam too. They might be in your spam.
Okay.
Yes. Mary Beth, do you have any questions for me?
No.
We have a good sponsor.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm just taking it in.
All right. And I know this was a lot of information, and Diane and I did, and Debbie did kind of a similar training yesterday. And so I just told her, you know, I'm not expecting you to know all this information. You're probably going to get maybe 10, 20% of it. But if you keep showing up, you're going to hear things over and over again, and you're going to learn as you go. Okay. And just the most important thing is just have fun and look for opportunities to help people heal. That's really what we're doing here. And in the art of sharing and getting out of our comfort zone and inviting people to look at this, you're going to help bless so many people financially and with their health. It's going to be a beautiful journey. You're going to love it.
She said
Oh,
she
you
found
found
it.
it in spam. Good job. All right. Any other questions I can support you with? I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining. If you have anything that you'd like me to specifically go over, please feel free to reach out. I thought it would be good that we did this basic thing again, because I've learned a couple new things, and it's always good to refresh. And yes, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Tomorrow is a new brand partner training with corporate, and they do some more things like how to set up your pay portal, how to walk through your back office. They do a really good training. If you haven't done it yourself, jump on there so you can see what your new people are going to be learning. So that's at 6 o'clock.
Awesome.
All right. Oh, and Renata is going to be doing testimonial Zoom on Saturday. We already talked about that, but just a reminder, Saturday at 10 o'clock, invite your guests. They'll win. We do a drawing for a free X39 sample pack. And what other activities do we have here this week? We have
next Tuesday at lunchtime at La Ristra.
Yep. And then this Thursday we have East Side. So at La Familia, we're doing an event there. I'm going to be doing that. And then on the West Side, we have Stacy's going to be doing an event. That's in our team Facebook page. And then Saturday. Oh, and then there's always every single week, Dr. Jada does a, what do you call it? A live seminar on stem cells. And he's a holistic doctor. He's in Mesa. And so that's a powerful one that Veronica and Eloisa run. So you can plug into that as well.
And
so
Zoom's next Monday night, and then Tuesday afternoon.
Yes. So Martha is doing a Zoom on Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we have our other testimonial Zoom at night on Tuesday at 5 p.m. So lots of good things to plug into.
The corporate training, that one is listed in our Team Connect, the Zoom link.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to, thanks.
Thank you for clarifying that. Yep. You'll always see corporate and Teresa's stuff on the team website under upcoming events.
Okay. And then on the West Side, what was that? What day is that?
That's on Thursday as well. I asked Stacy to pick a different day next time if she could, just because there's some people that like to go to both. So it's going to be on Thursday night. I think it's 6 o'clock. It's in our team Facebook page.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Stacy, you can invite anybody you want to the Zoom. Anybody can invite anybody to the Zooms. It's the same link that you used for this meeting is the one you would share. And Carrie has created a flyer that you can go into the Team Freedom. We just posted, I think, today. You can actually save that picture and then copy it and post it and send it to people through Messenger, text, whatever. You guys can invite anybody is welcome to come to the Zoom meetings. Yes,
wonderful, wonderful. And Stacy, if you're going to be somebody that's going to share your testimony, you're going to call your friends and family and say, hey, I'm a little nervous. Will you come support me? I'm going to be sharing my story on a Zoom. And so just, ask people to come support you.
And then we'll be recording it as well. And you'll get the recording so you can then share it with your friends and family as well.
Yes, absolutely. So Diane and Mary Beth, whenever you have a story, you could be the 70%ers that have it pretty quickly. You feel free to be a testimony on our Zoom, and you can utilize that to invite your friends and family to as well. Okay. All right. Anything else? You guys are amazing. I just want you to know I'm so grateful. Therese says to always say that I'm happy and grateful for. Well, I'm happy and grateful for you guys. I'm happy and grateful for this opportunity to mentor you and to be on this beautiful journey with you guys. And we truly have something special in our team. We have something special here with our company. I love we have no drama. Like I shared with somebody the other day, I'm like, we have no drama on our team. She's like, really? Like, because on her team with her company, she's got all kinds of drama. And I'm like, we just don't have any drama here. And it's a beautiful thing. Maybe it's because we have energy patch it, like this is all about energy, you know, so we're attracting the right energy and repelling the wrong energy. Who knows? But I'll take it and run with it all day long. So, yes.
I was on a trip, you know, I drove, and I read somewhere that some of the patches make like that Faraday cage where you don't have the things that go through. And I kept thinking that as I sped down the highway, that they
I
couldn't
love
get me
that.
because I've got that protection that the cops couldn't get me. Because they
Yes.
couldn't-
Oh gosh. I'm not going to tell my son that.
I don't know
Um,
how scientific that is, but that was my thought process.
No. One
So
ticket in North Carolina, almost another ticket in Oregon. Doesn't quite work out.
it detracts the mosquitoes, but not the cops, huh, Renata? I was just with excuse me, a girl today, and she told me the exact same thing that you said, Martha, that she feels like she's got this, like, what did you call it?
Faraday cage.
A Faraday cage. Now, what is that exactly?
I'm not sure, but it blocks some, like when they want to do test something electrical, they put it in the cage and it blocks all the other frequencies that are coming somehow. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because she feels like she just has this different energy about her, and she can handle more things than she could handle before, and she just has more of a peace to her than she had before. And I'm like, yeah, that's it's the patches. I have heard of it before. So, and I believe it helped me a lot with Andrew's situation. People are like, I don't know how you handled all of that. I mean, God first always for me, but I do know the patches did help a lot, because I was like, maybe it's all the prayers and personal development I've done, but I think it was also, you know, some of the energy just the energy from the patches that helped give me a peace of mind. But okay, I'm known to do a Minnesota goodbye, and I'm doing it right now. So I could talk to you guys forever. So I'm going to let you guys go because I want to respect your time. But again, I appreciate you, and I hope to see you in the near future on a Zoom or in person. Bye. Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
Thank you, Renata. You're
Thank you.
amazing.